All credit to the Corgi, Indiana did it. The Fever pulled off a dramatic Game 3 victory over the Atlanta Dream, clinching their spot in the semifinals and setting the stage for some major storylines ahead, including the question everyone's debating: could Caitlin Clark make a surprise return? The rumors have been all over the place, so I dug deep to separate speculation from reality. Before we dive into that, let's appreciate just how big this win was. Indiana wasn't supposed to win this series. Not on paper, not in the eyes of analysts. But the way they sealed the deal made the upset even sweeter. Down 5 points with just 2 minutes to go, most teams fold. Atlanta's win probability was over 80% at that point. And yet the Fever stayed calm, locked in, and clawed their way back. When you step back and consider everything this team's endured, losing Caitlin, Sophie, Sydney, Aerie, and Chloe, finishing in the league's top 4 is an achievement no one saw coming. You could see the emotion pour out of the players after the buzzer. This wasn't just a win. It was validation. Critics have been tough on head coach Stephanie White all season, especially for how she's handled Caitlin Clark's minutes. But fair is fair. She deserves her flowers here. Through every setback and roster shakeup, she's kept this group focused and resilient. The result? They're still standing in the semifinals when most counted them out months ago. Kelsey Mitchell summed it up perfectly in her post-game comments, highlighting the leadership, trust, and unity that have fueled this team. Those bonds behind the scenes are a huge reason they're still alive in the playoffs.
Coach White has done a good job of talking about how much you guys mean to her. What does she mean to you? Maybe you as well.
Oh man, I've had 5 coaches in 8 years. I've been on, the worst, record teams here in Indiana Fever. So I know where my career started at. I know what I've kind of had to go through to kind of be in this position. I've never had a coach that poured into me respectfully like Steph has. I go where I'm valued, and I never really felt that as a pro. And so for the first time in my career, I really feel like I have someone that values what I bring to the table as a player and a person. Not just a player, but as a person. So I always love Steph because she gave me an opportunity to kind of be who I am. And it's hard to do that and be that as a professional athlete. And when you find coaches that believe in you, I'll never take it for granted. So thank you, Coach.
Looking ahead, despite all the frustrations and questionable decisions throughout the year, there's no denying the talent and chemistry this group has built. With Caitlin expected back next season, the Fever suddenly look like a team that could make a serious championship push. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk about how Indiana handled the aftermath of this win, because they put on a masterclass other WNBA teams could learn from. Their social media team wasted no time firing back at ESPN analysts who confidently predicted a dream victory. That's how you do it. Let your performance speak first, then have your fun. Meanwhile, Alicia Gray's decision to have a fan ejected for some light trash talk felt less than ideal. Maybe a tissue sponsorship is in order. The contrast was clear when Indiana got booed after their win and responded with nothing but smiles and class. So, Kathy might as well get the hate speech investigation paperwork ready. Apparently, cheering against the other team is now a crime. Of course, I'm joking. That's exactly how sports are supposed to work. Indiana understood the assignment. They didn't whine, didn't escalate, they let the crowd vent and walked off with the win. That maturity earned them respect from fans, media, and even opponents. It's a reminder that how you handle success matters just as much as the success itself.
Caitlin Clark showing you guys how to interact with the fans. You don't pull a Kalia Copper and go to the post-game podium and complain about fans booing. It's a part of the game. Caitlin Clark didn't pull an Angel Reese and get a whole fake racism investigation started because opposing fans are booing you. This is stardom. This is how you handle booing fans. You don't go get a fake investigation started because you can't handle people booing you.
Now back to the question burning in everyone's mind. Could Caitlin Clark actually make a return? We've seen clips of her getting shots up in Atlanta, bouncing around on the sidelines, and physically she looks ready. And according to insider Scott Agnes, her recovery isn't about the groin anymore.
Scott Agnes, it's the groin. It's not the groin, it's the ankle. It's not the groin, it's the ankle. People saying stop lying, man. Scott Agnes is the one person that's been legit. He's the one person, regardless of what you've said, what you think about him. He is the closest thing to an insider.
Love him or hate him, Scott's well connected to the team and doesn't post anything without good reason. So if he says the injury is no longer the problem, that's a strong sign she'll be fully healthy by the start of next season at the latest, and don't count the Fever out just yet. They've already proven they can hang with the Aces, beating them twice this year, so a deep playoff run isn't impossible.
You actually just referenced it twice. It is Indiana. Dropped 2 of the 3 games to them this year, but you haven't seen them since late July. What excites you about that matchup?
That they haven't seen the real Aces yet. They caught us when we were a bit in turmoil. Not only that, they whooped us.
Sure, Becky Hammond says Vegas still has another gear, but it's the playoffs. Underdogs have shocked the world before, and Indiana could be next. If they reach the finals, the timeline might have given Caitlin just enough time to ramp up, and it would almost mirror one of basketball's most famous comeback stories. Michael Jordan missed most of his second NBA season with a broken foot, then returned in the playoffs to torch the Boston Celtics for a record 63 points. Caitlin's shown similar resilience, like when she returned from injury and exploded for 9 points in 38 seconds against New York. From a league perspective, a comeback would be huge. Ratings have struggled, but Caitlin's return could pull in millions of viewers. A massive boost as the WNBA negotiates new deals and, as Breanna Stewart has argued, tries to better support the legends who built the game. But here's the reality. The Fever have officially deactivated her for the postseason. Once you're off the playoff roster, there's no path back. No matter how far they go, Caitlin Clark will not suit up again this season. Why take that route? Maybe they didn't expect to make it this far. Either way, the door is closed. And while I personally believe she could have pushed through, as many superstars have done in the postseason, the focus now shifts to the future. This team's heart and fight this season are strong signs of what's to come. And if Caitlin keeps those black, Air Force One's ready, plus a little extra. Corgi magic. Next year's story could be straight out of a basketball fairy tale. If you're still watching, drop a W in the comments, because you're the real MVP. It means a lot when fans stick through every twist and turn, every heartbreak and highlight. This season has been a ride, Caitlin's injury, dramatic playoff moments, and endless debates. And you've been here for all of it, so thank you. Not just for watching, but for being part of this growing community, for sharing your thoughts, joining the conversations, and helping this channel grow. The story isn't over. In fact, next season is already shaping up to be something special. If the pieces fall into place, we could be talking about Caitlin Clark leading one of the most memorable Cinderella runs in WNBA history. Until then, stay locked in, stay passionate, and keep that same energy. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss them. Thanks again for riding with us. Let's see where this story goes next.